Uh, Good afternoon, everybody. I need to keep on reminding myself to look at the bottom left of my phone. Um, I thought I would quickly go live because I didn't go live yesterday. And I've been doing these like little streams where I'm just like working away, either doing shipping or doing like sorting, and I've just been doing like live streams, and it's been quite cool to hang out with people in the chat whilst doing that. Um, and I've just come back in from dropping Beck off at work, and I've talked to Beck about this, and I want to do this today. I'm going to be moving my PC setup. I'm basically going to be moving it from where it is at the moment, which is just behind me, like there. You can just see it there. Um, and I'm going to be moving it out of the office. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Tap Peddler. So my aim is I'm going to be moving my setup out of the conservatory and move it into the living room. And there's a couple of reasons. As you know, guys, it's winter time at the moment, and in the winter, the conservatory gets really, really cold. We do have underfloor heating, but that's not always convenient to put on because sometimes I have stock on the floor. And hi, Lincoln Seller. Hi, Hugh Kilwin Morgan. Hi, Jay. Thanks for popping in. So I got Pommy Pickers, thanks for saying hi. John Clissold. Yeah, so I have this issue where in the winter at the moment it's getting super, super cold. And I've got underfloor heating, but I can't always have that on because I often have stock around me. And then in the summer, obviously, it gets really hot. And also, when I'm working, it's a very distracting environment because it's cluttery, it's messy. I often get bunches of stuff ending up everywhere. I try to keep tidy, but it's really difficult. I could actually switch the camera around now and give you a quick pan. I mean, it's just a mess. That's where I normally take my photos. I've been doing some RC stuff, so you can see. Hi, Andrea, how are you? So you can see like that's the where I normally take my photos. I've got some stuff down there, more stuff over there. It's just there's the PC. Um, just yeah, it's just this is what I have here at the moment. And then you've seen the rest. There's all like stock there, and then some stuff. That's what I've been working on. This is a beast. This thing is amazing. This is like my new project that I've been busy with, and it's been pretty cool. But yeah, it's just it gets a bit much. So the plan is I'm going to actually clear out some of this stuff and move that into the conservatory and basically accept that my conservatory is going to be like a stock room. So I'm going to clear this stuff out, and I'm going to put my PC back here, which is where it used to be when I was when we first moved up here. That's where it used to be. So I'm going to be putting it back there. So the plan. Tap Peddler says looks tidy compared to my office. RJ says hi. Treasure Pirate says hi. So that's the plan. Yeah, come winter, I will have to wear my socks and my flip-flops. Sorry, says Pommy Picker. Yeah, I mean it's obviously the thing is it gets hot in the summer here, and again it becomes uncomfortable. And I just think it's really important to have a really comfortable workspace. And the reason why I decided to do this is because like last night I wanted to get on with some work, and it was just freezing out here. It was just not inviting at all. And inside was really nice and warm and cozy because we've got the heating on. So I think it would have been nicer for me to sit at the computer. Like I didn't want to be in here at all yesterday, and it's just cold and horrible. So it made me not want to be here to work. If it was like a short temporary thing where I just come in here to deal with stock or something, that's different. Hugh says that does make sense being in a warmer environment. Andrew says good idea. It will be warmer to work in the house in the winter too, and cooler in the summer. Exactly, Andrea. Yeah. George says I'm currently at my storage unit doing a photography session. Yeah, see, for short term, I'm obviously still going to keep the photo setup out here, So the photo setup's going to stay here, and it's just going to create space. And the other thing is, I'll be able to use the room a lot more and stack up a lot more stock in here. And the benefit, the reason why I don't do that currently is I don't know about you guys, but again, to do with your work environment, the one thing I mean, I'm not even comfortable when I'm sat here in my chair, like working listing or whatever. I don't like the thought of having stock just piled up really high around me. It's just an uncomfortable thing. I don't I just don't think it's very, I just don't think it's a nice thing to do. Or a nice thing to be around. I don't like just being around, like piled high boxes of stock. Whereas if this is just being used as a storage unit, pretty much, I can just pile it high as high as I want, and it won't bother me. I'll just do the curtains. We're going to just accept that we don't have a conservatory, and it will just mean that, because I was thinking normally, like say if we move out of here and we get our own office space, which is the plan eventually, I would still have a PC in the living room. So because that's where I'd want it, because it's comfortable, it's warm, etc. So, and and plus when I'm on the PC, Beck's normally like knitting or something on the sofa, so it would be in the same room, which is nice as well. So I just feel it would be, for those reasons, overall more beneficial. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna actually get on and do some of that. So I thought, why not have the stream running while I do a little bit of moving around, a bit of that's why I'm on the phone as opposed to on the setup, because obviously I'm going to be switching on the PC off. Jay says, thankfully our office is nice and warm, but we have to make sure our stock is at least knee height so it's rabbit proof. I hate to think how much she's cost us in profit. Um, that's the thing. It's just one of those. Yeah, you've got to just have a safe environment, a comfortable environment. George says used to take pictures at my garage outside and would be frozen by the end of it all. Yeah, I mean that's horrible. I think you've got to have a nice environment. Do you get condensation in the conservatory? The humidity over here can be an issue with stock. Thankfully, we don't suffer with any environmental type issues with the humidity or anything like that. Our stock stays safe, and plus most of our stock's just in plastic bags in boxes, so it's safe. Starly says hi Z as well. Hi there, Starly. Yeah, so that is the plan. So first things first, I will see if I can prop you guys down at some place, but I'm gonna need to clear out some stuff first. So there's some stuff I know I'm just gonna be getting rid of. So I'm gonna be like just doing that really. So I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna do as much one-handed as I can so I can still have you guys on stream. I'm gonna basically. I can show you where Alf is actually, guys. Hold on. Oh, there he is. You decided to move, haven't you? Where were you, Alf? Alf, say hi. Oh, okay. Yeah, Alf was just chilling on the window ledge, which is really cute. It looked pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna just do as much of this as I can one-handed, and you guys can talk to me whilst I'm doing this. Lucy says hi. Oh, I'm too close to the camera there. How's it going, big man? Didn't see you on the chat last night. Says vintage fan. Yeah, I just wasn't around. I wasn't around for that, unfortunately. I haven't seen it yet. I've just been busy. I've just been super busy doing stuff. I'm doing similar today. Stock count done. Everything is getting moved, stacked. All locations updated. Yeah, see, it just makes more sense to keep yourself. Just makes sense to keep yourself in the best shape possible when it comes to your work environment, I think. So yeah, it's not going to be an easy task, but it is something that's necessary to do. So I'm going to be getting some of this stuff as well. I know I'm going to be getting rid of. I'm hopefully just going to be just getting it out of the way, really. So, oh gosh, I might actually put the camera down so I can actually get some work done. I'll have to find a spot that I can just work in, and then yeah, well that works. I can come and talk to you guys here, and then at the same time, yeah, at the same time I can get some work done. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Though. Hopefully you can hear me okay. And I'll have to tap the screen now and then to see if there's any comments that have appeared or not. So that will be cool. All right. So like I said, I've got some stuff that I'm going to be taking. Actually, I'm going to be taking to auction. So that stuff I'm going to move out of the way. So it's just less stuff for me to mess around with. So let's get going. It's going to be live. So obviously you can just hang out, do your work, whatever you need to do. And in the meantime, you know, like we'll just chill out. Hi Ash, how are you? All right, this stuff is going. I'm going to be moving things in and out, obviously. Oh gosh. There's a lot to be moving around. There's actually an awful lot of stuff, but I think it's just going to be better. And I can actually do these curtains as well, and then I won't even see the stock as well, which will be really good. And see how quickly I can get this done. And at the same time, that means I'm adding steps on my Fitbit, which is really important at the moment as well. So really doing a lot of that. Went out yesterday and actually did like, I don't know, it was like a 2 hour walk. I'm not sure how many miles it was. But yesterday evening, went out and did that, which was really epic. Enjoyed it a lot. So that was something I'm really keen on, getting my steps and walking and health up. So let's see how it goes. New year and all that, you know. Gosh. I'm sorry for all the bits where I'm away from the camera as well. Okay. You are wrapped up well. It looks like you're ready to tackle Mount Everest. I've just come in from outside and it's freezing out, and I'm cold, and plus I'm going to be doing this, so why not keep warm? It means I don't have to put the heating on. So are you putting stock where your PC is? Yes, I'm gonna. Thing is, Ash, because I'm not gonna have the PC in that room. I'm not gonna be in this room anymore, in the conservatory anymore. I'm going to treat the conservatory like a stock room and just pile it high. At the moment, I'm really careful with how much stock I have around me, and because it just makes me feel really uncomfortable. Everyone's different. Personally, I get really uncomfortable when I've got piles and piles of stock around me, and it distracts me, it messes with me. So this way, it's out of sight, out of mind. It's just gonna be stacked up high. It'll be fine. I'll only be in here to take photos and to get stock. So that's gonna be the plan, Ash. Not a bad idea, to be honest. Beck will be happy. Yeah, I think we'll both be happier with that, with this scenario. I think just makes it more workable. And then she'll be able to use the space for the photography more often, because I won't have all my crap everywhere. That's the same thing we did with the back reception room, so we don't have to see it, says Starly. Yeah, I really think it's important not seeing it, and Beck will be so happy to get her living room back. We've not had a dining table now for ages, and you know what? There's this thing, we've talked about this before. With stock, when you start putting it around the house, it creeps. It's like it's a virus. It spreads. You might be like, okay, I'm only going to just use this little section here, and you'll have a small pile that you'll have put a few boxes in. Before you know it, it's spread out. I mean, I've reduced this a couple of times, and then it's just spread out again. You just don't know how it happens. I mean, obviously you do know, but it's just annoying. So obviously, guys, you can carry on and do work that you need to be doing. I know this isn't going to be the most riveting stream, but there we go. Andrew says, so true. I have to be really strict with no stock in the living room long term. Oh, got a parcel. Yeah, that was just Alfie going crazy because whenever someone comes to the door, he loses his mind. So, what? I haven't got anything. Sorry about that, guys. Um, um, lol, Alfie. You've got to try and maintain that normality. If we all started living amongst boxes, we may as well get an oil drum fire for heat, says Starly. Just sat here with a coffee, mate, chilling. Very relaxing, watching other people work. Ash says, I better get on, to be honest. We'll keep this on the TV. Exactly, just keep it on. Funny thing, dude, I spent the last 3 days sorting my office out, rearranging everything for a better workspace. Took me nearly 3 days, but worth the effort. That's the thing, it really is massive. I mean, it really hit home yesterday when I wanted to sit down and work, but because of the cold, I just didn't want to be in here. So I was like, that's stupid. It's so warm in here. And plus, at the same time, it means we'll be able to get all the crap out, and all crap. I mean, all the stock out and put it in the conservatory and stack it up as high as I want now. And that will also then negate the urgency for me to get an office space, because we're actually thinking of like office space, and this will actually mean I can actually put that off a bit more because I've suddenly now given myself a massive more amount of room that's going to be out of sight, out of mind. And then when we can afford to get the office space that we want, we can then do that, and then there's no rush at the moment. That's the idea. What am I actually looking at here? Lol, is that the living room? Says Orion. Yes, that's the living room. Richard says hi. So I'm going to be moving stuff out, and in there's some stuff I'm actually taking that way, and that stuff that's going to auction. Just getting rid of it because it's just not worth me dealing with. It's just like low end RC helicopters, which are like customer returns and things. Just not worth the hassle. They're not good quality enough for me to be dealing with. So I'm just going to bung them through the auction. I get what I get for them, and plus gets rid of the boxes. And then all the stuff that I'm going to be bringing in this way, stuff I'm going to be sorting through at some point. And once I've emptied all this out, cleared it all out, computer's going to go there, and we're going to be happy. That's the plan, and you guys are going to be in the background, hopefully, commenting away or just chilling. Hi, says Richard Payne. It was a living room. It is now a stock room. How you've emptied the No, I'm doing it the other way, Ryan. I'm doing it the other way. I'm going to be removing the PC from the conservatory, freeing up space, and then all of this stock is going to get piled high because we've got a lot of unused space in this conservatory right now. And the reason for that is because it also doubles as an office, because obviously I'm in there. So if we use it solely as storage and photography area, we can stock way more stock in it. Like we can go to the ceiling with it. Whereas at the moment, because I'm working in it, you can't have that kind of stock around you. You can't just be sat and have piles of stock all around you. It's just stupid. So Lincoln Zeller says, only time my stock is outside my tack cave is for cleaning or ready to be posted. Otherwise, would get it in the neck from the other half. Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's something you've got to bear in mind. And Starling says, spend some time setting an old iPad permanently up to a speaker for the kachings at 900 dB. Hopefully, no 3M sales. I see a good idea. So conservatory as stockroom and PC in the living room. I like it. Yeah, exactly. And I've already checked with Beck. Will she be okay with me streaming when she's like sat there knitting or whatever? And she was like, yes, fine. Jem says, just get on with it or you're never going to get it done. John says, thank you, John. Very true. Tidied my office last month and cleared the majority of my unlisted stock to external storage. I'm now so much more productive. Never underestimate how much difference a tidy workspace makes. Yeah, 100%, 100%. So we're gonna just get on with it, as John said, because otherwise we won't ever get it done. Okay. Okay, now all this stuff needs to go inside. So this is a boat, believe it or not, a boat. I'm gonna clear this space here as well. I've literally got RCs everywhere. Boats, cars. I'm gonna move this out of the way as well. This is my Baja. It's red. It's running now. I love this. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Okay. Mega boat, man. This thing is huge. Beck will come back and you'll get demoted back to recycling duty. This is your chance to shine. Thank you, Starly. That's a really big boat. That's a real boat. Get on it and sail to Wales, baby. Oh, definitely, Ryan. Okay. I've actually got 2 of those. Let's get some canopies here. Lucy cars. Just gonna go. More Lucy cars. Another boat here. Oop. Land Rover Defender grille. Sorry, it's not actually for a Defender, it's just a regular grille for a regular Range Rover, I think. I always say Land Rover Defender because I really want a Defender. Oh god, this thing is big. Okay. I will obviously move you around and show you stuff as it starts getting fixed and move stuff into the office. Your chance to shine, very funny. Okay. I'd like a Defender too, but too rough for long journeys. Better a Range Rover Vogue. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Range Rover would be nice, wouldn't it? In time, Tap Peddler. I'll be back in a bit, guys. I've just got to post and do live stuff for half hour. No worries, Ryan. That must be a huge RC with a no, that grill is just that grill is just, you know, that's for a real car. Big boy stream, please, and thank you. Oh gosh. All right. Catamaran. And another catamaran. Okay, what I might actually do is I'm gonna clear enough space for the PC and start moving the PC before I move the rest, because otherwise I'm gonna run out of room in the office to move. Okay, sailboat. Okay. That is going over here. Right. I think we're looking decent. Move this chair out of the way. Oh, I'm getting a lot of nice bit of exercise doing this as well, guys. Alright, let's make sure there's no okay. Okay, so I've moved some stuff over there, and now I'm going to be moving the PC, which is just there, into that space, hopefully, that I've just created. So that is going to happen now. Oh, a bit more light there. Right, let's do this. I'm gonna have to switch that off. Out of the way. My gloves in one place so I don't forget them. Let me shut down anyway. Thank you. Right. Hope I've created enough space for that table. I'm pretty sure I have, so I'm just going to make sure that's the case. Let's get this all out of the way. I may as well turn you round here while I'm like moving. This is going to be a bit of an issue. It's a really big case. Just got to make sure that I can leave as much stuff plugged in as possible. Take this stuff off. Batteries. Drone. Switch it off. Power plug out. Got to undo the monitors. Oh, this is gonna be filthy. Okay. When your fingers are cold, it's really difficult to get at these connections sometimes that keep the monitors plugged in. There you go, that's done. Seems to be some wire that's decided to snag itself, which is annoying. Go out there. There. Okay. That. Superb. Unplug all of this actually. Just keep it simple. It's just too much hassle otherwise. I'm gonna have to undo it anyway. There we go. Put that down here. Got a feeling I'm going to need to create a bit more space before I'll be able to move that table. It looks a bit longer, but I'll try it anyway. Mouse there. Bungee. Okay, put the light down there like that. Move that over. Oh god. This is going to be interesting. There's so much stuff. I'm going to just move these onto the floor for now, eh? Oh god. All right. Move this. Don't want to damage my screen. Okay, I think that's going to be alright. Wow, that table is disgusting. It's really rank. Right, okay, let's go say a few highs again. Hi, says John B. Hello, it's Joe here from Toronto, says Joseph Hannah. So, how's the new stock small item sorting been going, says Starly? Not at the moment because of all this. I've not done as much as I'd like. Mr. Chiching says I'm listing dolls at the moment. I'm sure one just winked at me. Look at that case, such a cutie. Open it up and just the internal, says Ryan. On 20th of January is my golden birthday, says Mr. Fulton and Mrs. Caitlin. Wow, okay, 20th of January, eh? Congratulations. Hi Nick, how are you? What are you doing? Says Joe. I'm just sorting out my office. South Coast is in, says South Sea Picker. Peter Race is very productive. Starly says, has anybody posted a server before? I've got one to list, but it's heavy as they come. Or I've not sent one, but it should be like with any large bit of tech. Do you need some help with the technology today? Says Mr. Fulton. Should be okay. Um, what is that inspiring looking poster on the wall, Z? Says Nick. Um, oh, this. It's not the wall. It's not on the wall. It's I stuck it to the. Oh, it's a bit dirty now. But yeah, this is like it's about potential action, result, belief. The idea behind this is basically like you have to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, then you won't put in the necessary action. And when you don't put in the necessary action, you won't get the result you're looking for, which then affects your belief and affects your potential in the first place. That, you know, can I do it or not, gets affected. And it can become like a negative self-fulfilling circle, because if you don't put in enough action because you don't truly believe you can do something, you won't get the results you were looking for, which will then just reinforce your negative belief that you can do it, which then affects your potential to do something. So that's what that is. Looks like he's training to work for Pickford, says Mr. Chiching. Mel says, what have I just tuned into as Beck finally kicks Z out? No. Did you get the go ahead from Beck? Says Christians. She won't be happy. Yes, she will be happy. This is all with approval. So yeah, it's all happening. Um, yeah, just moving office space, basically. Just moving office space. Right. Do something about what, says Joseph. It's anything that you do. It's the idea is anything that you do. If you don't genuinely believe that you're going to achieve what you set out to do, it's like you're setting yourself up for failure. So if you don't 100% believe you're going to succeed at something, you pretty much guaranteed that you won't. If there's any doubt in your mind that you're not going to achieve what your goal is. So if your goal is to achieve you know, like 10 grand a month in sales, for example, or 10 grand a month in profit, you're never ever going to achieve that for as long as there's a doubt in your mind that you're capable of it. And because if you start off with that doubt, then that's going to show in all the actions that you take, and then therefore the results that you get. So yes, it's really cool. That is cool. Action is key, and results give you the self belief. Love it, says Nick. Yeah, it's actually something I saw in one of like a Tony Robbins video ages ago, and I just thought it really was epic. So there we go. Right, so I'm gonna just continue. This table is disgusting. It's gonna need a wipe down, but I'm gonna see whether this fits over there. In the new space for the office. It's a cheapy little IKEA table. It's done the job. You can see there's no gum underneath, which is good. Okay. Just quickly get that through, and if it fits, I'm gonna be pleased. And oh wow. Okay, guys, that fit like a glove. Don't know if you can just see it there. Ooh, what am I showing you guys? I can't. There you go. So the table is. That's now all going to go into that space that's been created. So all this space that is now here. So quick update. So you can see that is a mess. It's just disgusting, guys. Absolutely disgusting. But that is all going to be space that I'm now going to be happy to just pile stock up. I can pile it all the way up. Just pile it all the way up. And it won't be an issue. So now I've just got to get rid of the rest of that over there. Oh, we're gonna actually have our living room back, guys. We're gonna have the living room back because I'm really excited. So that is just I'm just pumped for this. Really, just to yeah, and like I said, I want to not feel that I want to feel I can work anytime I want comfortably well. I moved my desk and it's made a huge difference to my well-being and concentration, says Sparrows and Mel. Very true, Mel. That's what I'm hoping. Clock's ticking, says Pommy Picker. Heather, I've just finished recording my first one for 2019. I gotta go, aiming to list a mountain of media. Have fun reorganizing. Thanks, Nick. Asa, moving the PC means new angle on the live streams. Yep. Isn't the heat working? Why do you have your coat on? I came in from outside. I had some stuff to do outdoors. I came in and it's cold. I've not put the heating on, so I'm just keeping this on rather than turning the heating on. So yeah, I'm pretty comfortable. And plus my hair, look at my hair. I don't like my hair. It's like really messed up. It's just bad hair. Even for me, I'm just like, I'd rather wear the hat today, to be honest. Like, it's messed up. Hat covers it. I can just be like, yeah, that's it. All right. Now I've got to move those monitors across. May as well put you over here. Okay. Time to move these monitors across. Unplug them. Oh god. This isn't going to be easy because I've got. It's like spaghetti junction in here, literally spaghetti junction. Oh god. Come on. The thing is, when you set yourself up, you make sure that all your cables and everything are how you want them, and you do cable tidying and all that kind of stuff. But it can make it very difficult when it comes to actually undoing all your cable management and things like that. Oh god. Are you Persian? Says Joe. I'm not Persian. No, I'm. You look handsome. Thank you. I've been waiting for Z to say man's not hot, but it's just not happening, says Starly. There you go. Man's not hot. Something satisfying about watching someone else work, says James. You should buy more modern equipment. Try wireless, says Joe. I on purposely buy wired stuff because it's more reliable. My internet is wired. I run an Ethernet cable from my router for my internet. I just prefer wires. My mouse is on purposely a wired mouse. My keyboard is on purposely wired. Everything wired. My headset. I avoid wireless as often as I can because it just doesn't perform as well. It's never going to perform quite as well for me. Anyway, my humble opinion. Here's my BenQ 120 hertz monitor. Off it goes. Okay. This is the second monitor I used. This was like a cheapy one I got from a car boot sale, or was it a charity shop? It's just like a cheapy second monitor. I do want to get rid of it and get another widescreen, but for now this does the job. It's just so when I'm streaming and stuff, I can read the chat and whatnot. It helps, makes life a lot easier. Find the plug for that. God, this is so filthy, guys. This is really filthy. There's the cable for that. That's that one. Nigel says, I love work. I can watch people doing it all day long. Sparrow's End Mel says, this is weirdly compelling viewing. It's making me want to tidy my house. I mean, I probably won't. Well, I'm glad you're finding it interesting to stick around, Mel. Mel, don't. It's like Alice once you go down the rabbit hole. So yeah, just moving the second monitor. And the cool thing is, my steps are just racking up as well. I'm on 7,400 so far, so I'm just going to keep on getting those steps in. Make sure I move my arms when I'm... All right, here's my keyboard. Wired Razer keyboard. I love this keyboard. Stylus is, I'm fairly certain of it. Wires. All right, here we go. That light is what I use to I use this light when we're streaming, so you can see it's just when it comes on, adds a bit of lighting, you know. Yeah, it's pretty good. It'll come in handy over there, especially where it's like a bit darker over there. We may have issues with echoing and things we're gonna have to figure out, but overall, from a productivity work point of view, it's the way to go. All right. Oh God, this is just rank, guys. Rank. Okay. That's that sorted. I've not played with this for ages. It's my Street Fighter arcade stick. Absolutely love it. God, it's dusty as hell. I've not played with it for so long. Right, I don't know what to do. Should I sell it? What should I? Would you, if you've not used something for a while, how good are you in the chat at selling stuff that you don't use? I bought this years ago. I've gotten more than my money's worth out of this. In fact, it's probably gone up in value. I mean, I bought this years ago for like 120 quid, and I used it. I played this so much, and now I'm thinking, do I keep it because it's sentimental and I do like playing fighting games, but then I've not played a fighting game in yonks, and now I'm like, will I miss it if I sell it? I mean, how good are you guys in the chat at selling things that you don't actually need? It will be interesting. Pommy Pickers and Nigel both say flog it, and Nigel says sell it and move on. See, that sounds very sensible, guys. That sounds very sensible. I'm not sure I'm that sensible, but I might take your guys' advice on board because it's just hanging around creating clutter. Yeah. Clutter is horrible. I hate clutter. Okay. More wires. Okay, so that's the printer, I believe, or something. I don't know what that is. God, the amount of dust is crazy, guys. The amount of dust is just bonkers. Bonkers. And I've got an Ethernet cable that runs all the way around there that I've got to now make sure that I can get out of here as well. Before I start piling boxes up, because if I start piling boxes up, it's just going to make it a nightmare. Box there. Next to go. Okay. Right. James says, I have a little tidy up after packing orders, but no time for a whole rearrange. Fortnite, yes, Fortnite. Give you 10 quid, you post, says Pommy Vickers. I sold off everything I didn't need, says Styly. I'm just a tool hoarder now. It all lives in the shed of despair, though. But you can play Fortnite. Yeah, I can just play Fortnite instead. Just sold a lot of my own stuff, says Mr. Chiching. It's kind of like money for nothing if you've had your use out of it. Yeah, I've got a lot of things like that. I'm also a hoarder. I keep a lot of items. It's the coffee machine scenario again. Keep it. You deserve the odd luxury, says John. See, that's the thing. I do get myself in a pickle with that. Okay. My speaker setup is pretty good. I actually got my speaker set up from a neighbour. My neighbour was having a clear out of their shed, and they invited me over because they know I buy and sell stuff. And we bought a bunch of stuff from them, clothes and whatnot. And I actually got my speakers, these really nice Creative Labs speakers. It's a nice setup. I use it in 2.1 configuration, and it works really well. Comes with a big subwoofer, which I think is covered in dust right now, and this is still plugged in. Yeah, because I've got so many freaking plugs. It is I've got like 2 extensions, so this is running over to this one over there. So that's that plug. There, sweet. All right. Gosh. Now this is something I could minimize a little, but I do like decent sound quality. And for a PC, this is really good. It's an active subwoofer, powered active subwoofer. The satellite speakers are really good. So this I'm gonna definitely keep. I enjoy it. It adds a lot of good quality sound. So when I'm listening to music, watching videos, this is a keeper. So over it goes. I mean, the basics of this base are that this room was doing 3 functions. It was acting as my stockroom, it was acting as my office, and it was acting as a photography area as well. And I think 3 functions for one space is pushing the limits. You know, like you know, unless your kitchen is huge, you don't normally have a big island in the middle. You don't force an island into the middle. You don't force a dining table into your kitchen if you've only got a walk-in kitchen. You don't do it. You just use it as a kitchen. You don't do you don't stick a washing machine in the middle of it if there's no room for it. So I think we were just asking too much of this space. So now, because it's just going to have 2 functions rather than 3, and the office function is a really space consuming function because it's got me in it walking around, and I'm not just saying that because of my physical size. I mean it just generally. An office space takes up a lot more room than you think because you need space to move around, you need space to feel comfortable, etc. So there we go. Yes, but can your coffee machine run Fortnite? Um, any plans for this year? Z says James. Any new plans? Our main plan is to basically make sure we finally get ourselves out of debt. That's one of our main plans. We want to move out into a proper office space at some point, and get back out of work, and obviously increase sales on eBay, increase sales on Amazon, all that good stuff. We'll create as many income streams as we can as well. So that is what I think. Um, Profits from Home says, I'm thinking of selling my Xbox One X. I play a lot less now, but still play around 10 to 15 hours a week when I should be listing, says Profits from Home. Um, and James says that Profits from Home, I deleted Facebook for that reason. I think that I don't think you should I don't believe you should get rid of everything that you do. If you enjoy playing, if you do play 15 hours, that's not a bad thing necessarily. I think it's important to have a carrot. It can't all be stick. You can't just. I appreciate working for yourself. It's super hard work and it's constant. But if you just work, and you don't give yourself anything positive, and I appreciate that short-termism is dangerous. You want to be long-term thinking. You don't want to waste your time on frivolous activities too much. But at the same time, if you don't do something to relieve a little bit of stress, relieve a little bit of pressure, if you don't do things that you enjoy at the end of the day, it's going to make you less productive overall. So in actual fact, you think you're trying to help yourself by getting rid, and I'm speaking from experience where I've done this plenty of times where I've been like, I don't have time for this stuff, I'm going to get rid of it. And then what happens is all I'm left with then is work. And this I used to do even when I wasn't, forget being self-employed. I used to do this when I was working. When I was working a job, I used to think I've got too many toys, too many gadgets, too much stuff, right? Because I buy a lot of stuff, right? And I would say to myself, that's it, I just need to get rid of it. And then all I'd be left with is work and maybe like not enough enjoyment stuff for me personally. Everyone's different. Some people would be happy just playing with a stick. Some people would be happy with a piece of paper. I need to have like a gaming PC. I need to have my toys, gadgets, electronics, home cinema system, whatever. I need to have that kind of stuff. And if I don't have it, then I felt really like I'd shafted myself because I'm just working. And what else have I got going on? I'm not. There's lots of things that I don't do. And so I've got to protect the things that I do actually take enjoyment in. So that's just something to bear in mind. Um, Marie Kondo isn't a patch on Z. I don't know who Marie Kondo is, Treasure Pirate. So I will, diss Fortnite again. I swear I'll smash you up. Okay. Who's dissed Fortnite? I don't know. True James, I don't do social media. Oh, Profits from Home says he prefers Black Ops. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, though. You can diss Fortnite if you want. Gotta get back to it. Catch you all later. Keep grinding, dude. Says James. Bad Biscuit Lex says hi, Z and everyone. Are you in a porch like Tom? No, I'm not. This is my conservatory. Right. Yes, I still play hard, says James. Just Facebook was pointless to me, so I cut it out for productivity. Yeah, I got rid of Facebook. I don't miss it. But again, it wasn't that important to me in the first place. I don't think I felt I don't think I felt I needed it. Like I would never get rid of YouTube, for example, because I really like YouTube. I get value from it. I love doing it, so it's too important to me to get rid of. Whereas I could get rid of Facebook, and I did, and I'm glad I did. I don't feel the need to get it back, even though I've kind of missed not being part of the buy and sell groups. That's all. Um, Right. It can't all be work, says Nigel. I'm 51, but still play a few PS4 games, although I sell them quickly when done so as to get a good return and keep costs down. That's a really good way of doing it, Nigel, because games are extremely expensive. Yes, good to bet on that. Get on that listing horse. That'll be me Friday, says Lex. Oh, she's one of those decluttering, tidying gurus. Yuck, says Treasure Pirate. Joseph asks, do you like whiskey? I can't drink it neat, Joseph. And I'm ashamed to say that. I always like to think I can drink drinks like that neat, and I drink them, and I'm like, so I can't. I'd have to put like ginger ale in it or something. But mostly I'm cheap and put Coke in it. I apologize for that in advance. Um, you're not making anything on Facebook Marketplace. Everyone's a price expert there. Yeah, I know, but it's just nice to be in like the RC groups to buy and sell RCs and things. Like say if you're looking out for something, or just help because sometimes they can be that kind of group. All right, so mess here. I need to make sure that the Ethernet cable is out of the way, which is not going to be easy because it's surrounded in more clutter, but I can get to that. I've gotten it enough out of the way. This table is staying here, so I'm still going to be keeping that table there. That table there is staying. You see that messy table there? That's staying. I will obviously tidy it up, but now we have gotten all of that space there, and it's going to start getting filled with more stuff from in there, and we're going to be getting our living room back. I am genuinely smiling at the thought of it. I'm genuinely happy. Living like that is not good. If you're living like that, think about it. You might be okay with it, but think about it. What's up, Z? What's happening today? Just having a bit of a move around, Alia and Mukhtar. We're just having a bit of a move around, getting the computer out there and turning the conservatory into a full-on stockroom photography area is what is happening. Bad Biscuit Lex says, yeah, I don't get the fuss smell. Surely every episode is the same. Throw stuff out, tidy what's left. You need someone to help you organize, says Joseph. Yes, quite. Normally Beck is the master at that. He does. Beck is at work, says Starly. Yes, so I'm doing this on my own, but this is a simple-ish job. Beck may look into it and tweak it if she feels that she can make better use of the space we've gained. But she's just going to be chuffed that we've got the living room back. Right, so I'm going to carry on doing a bit more You've got me off the sofa, says Separated. Been listing every day this year. PS, did you check out the Snake Diet Guy? Too funny. I've not checked out the Snake Diet Guy yet. I'm going to be checking him out. He's the guy that does like the meat only diet or something. With the keto diet. So I will check him out definitely. Right, so I'm gonna carry on moving some stuff now that I've created some space. I'm just gonna pile it up. Okay. These are cool. These are like Team Losi drink mugs. These can just go here because they're really easy, light items. Very topical. Drones with cameras with a little screen. So I need to actually get these sorted and listed. They're worth a fair bit of money each. Not huge amounts, but there you go, some drones. Okay, and that can go there. Right. We've got more RC. Wow, this is amazing. The amount of space I've now got. This is just crazy. I spilt some two-stroke gas on the floor, which isn't cool. Pick these bits up. The floor. Glow plug. Okay. Right. More boat stuff. I was going to say my wife would come home and just make me do it. Now stars for my child. Have you got room in the back garden for a shed to throw it all in? Palmy pickers, we do have a shed, but the stock I've got is too nice to be risked in into like a shed. I just don't want it in a shed. I just don't think they're overall safe enough. I prefer having it in my house. It's just safer that way. And you don't want to always be going into a shed either. That's my opinion. Heather says Beck will be utterly delighted. Way many brownie points there for Z, says Heather. Yes, Beck will be happy. She knows I'm doing this, so it's not a surprise. She knows that that's the plan, but she will be happy to see it. When she'll be happy to see it when she gets home. She'll be really happy. She's doing a really horrible shift today, guys. She actually agreed to work late tonight. She's always, you know what she's like, guys. Like if someone needs help, she's there, even if it means at the detriment to herself sometimes. So when they ask for overtime, I mean, she's not actually doing overtime today. She just moved her hours. So normally she'd like start at like 9 and finish at around 5 or whatever. Today she's actually started later, and she's gonna finish late. So it really kind of sucks. So yeah, she'll be really pleased when she comes home. At least it'll be a positive to end the day on. And we'll be going out for a walk as well, which would be nice as well. So let's get on with this, guys. Let's get on with this. Starly says love the smell of two-stroke, if I remember. Did you say that, Starly? I think you did. Yes, I love the smell of two-stroke. It's epic. Rent a heated storage locker, says Joseph. Eventually, I will be getting an office workspace, Joseph, but until we can afford what we need, I'd rather not buy or rent a solution that isn't perfect. We want something, we want our cake and eat it when it comes to a workspace. So it needs to be geographically the right location, close in, and it needs to have the right space. So, and those two things don't come up that often around where I live because just there's not that many options. So when something comes up, you have to be ready for it. So yeah, we don't know. But for now, this is going to be perfect. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Let's see if I can lay a bit. Boats. Even more boats. um, got to go. Love watching this over my lunch, says Mel. Glad you did. If you're not maximizing the space you already have to hand, external space is a waste of money, hence saying space is at a premium. Take care, I'll tune in another time, to Joseph. No worries, Joseph. So we're just going to carry on here. Body shells. Okay. Body shells. RC stock. More RC stock. Okay. Oh, this is a heavy box. Oh, bloody hell. This is a heavy box. Oh, apologies for that. Just had a little bit of a knock there. Oh gosh, that was a really heavy box. Gotta be super careful. And then I think you heard a Wii Fit board fall. Got to go now, Zahir. Keep moving. You'll soon have it done. Thanks, Pommy Pickers. Just noticed I have the same curtains as Starly. Whoops, says Sean and Provis Row. Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. It was just a Wii board that fell. And that was a really heavy box, so I knocked you guys over. Was not the intention, obviously. Okay, move that last. I think I'll leave that there for now. More stock. Ooh. Alright, time for the jacket to come off now. I'm actually getting a bit warmer. The hat's staying on though. There we go. Oh, my battery's low. God damn it, I forgot about that. Hold on, I'm gonna have to fix that up somehow. I've got I forgot I would have battery issues. I have to plug in my phone somehow. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Nice viewing angles. Do us your best Fortnite dance. Hey Kirsten, how are you? Oh gosh, yeah, I should have thought of this. My battery would run out, wouldn't it? Streaming. We've been on for an hour already, and it's just going. Damn it. Well, I think that's the internet telling me, because I can't figure out a way. I don't think I've got a plug socket close enough to wire my charger in. So I think that's the internet telling me to call it a day. Don't carry on for too long. We've been buy a battery pack charger. I use mine if I'm out and about, says Sean. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But yeah, I think what I'll do is I don't want this to go on crazy amounts of time either. It's already an hour long. I don't know how much longer this will be. I'll make another video or stream later. But in the meantime, only an hour and a half. What even is this? Yeah, I know, right? It's an hour and 3, it says on my screen. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna go out before my battery dies on my phone. And then once it's all done, I will make like maybe a little video of the setup as it is, like the storage space and where the PC setup, etc., works out to be, and how it's helped or hindered. So guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the positive comments. And I will